Hello, I am Christy and this is Positive X-Ploration, where we make slight changes over time to improve our quality of life, whatever that may mean to you. And today I want to talk about discouragement, getting down on yourself, and how not to spend too much time there on your positive exploration.
Leave your limitations, live and go against them. Just let go and start up something new. Cause I know that what you planned out, everything that you built up, isn't what you want. And I know the life you're living isn't that fulfilling. Let me help you out.
Okay, so this last couple of weeks have been quite the challenge for me. I have been extra busy, or have felt really a lot of pressure to get things done this week. I think my coworkers may have noticed a difference in me. That is just a thought I have had that may or may not be reality. Which brings me to this discouragement thing that we're going to talk about. First of all, I think that I put pressure on myself this week that I didn't need to. I mean, yes, I needed to get all the things done. But, feeling the pressure probably did help a little bit in motivating me. There's nothing wrong with feeling pressure per se, right? There's nothing wrong with having a sense of urgency and dealing with that. I think a good push, a good realization that, hey, this is priority is not necessarily a bad thing. And it helps you keep your job. But what I mean by, not letting the pressure push me too hard is because too much pressure can be a bad thing. And if you are the one putting the pressure on yourself, and maybe, you are getting the work done anyway, you know yourself, you know that you are going to get the work done. I can't really think of the time in my life, maybe a handful of times, where I didn't get the work done. I'm having trouble trying to think of a time when I didn't get the work done at all. Maybe the work I did wasn't great because I didn't allow the time I needed to get it done, or I didn't spend the time I needed to on it. I'm struggling with trying to come up with a time when I didn't get the work done. I'm not the type to just leave something undone. That's what I'm trying to get at here. And I always try to do my best. So I think that's all anyone can ask of us. And, fairly. Do I need to put pressure on myself? Do I need to create stress in my body and in my mind when I know that I'm responsible and that I will get things done? I think the answer to that is no. I think I should chill out a little. And I also was in a few meetings that I let pressure get to me that wasn't actually on me. I can lead a meeting, but I'm not necessarily able to control everything that's said, all the different ideas going back and forth, all of the naysaying and yay-saying. I don't have control over that. I can present my piece. I can let others have the floor, but I am not in control of the outcome of the meeting or how well the meeting goes. I just can do my part. I can't control other people. I think that having expectations for how a meeting should go, or in your opinion, is one thing, or what you're expecting is one thing, but actually being responsible for how a meeting goes, when you're just a member of it, or even if you're leading it, I mean, you can steer the conversation a little bit, hey, hold up right here, let's not get into those weeds. We're here to talk about this, kind of thing. You have no control over other people and their decisions. And if you're the one in charge where the buck stops, where the decision lies, then yeah, you have control over the decision. By making the decision, you're taking responsibility for the decision. But if that's not you, if it's somebody else's decision, it's their decision. And the pressure's not on you. Don't put pressure on yourself where it isn't. If you are not the one taking responsibility for the decision by making the decision, then you're just there with your information, and that's it. I can try to persuade you to go in a certain direction based on the information I have, but it is ultimately someone else's decision. I've been in situations where I took ownership of a decision, knowing full well that I was responsible for that decision, and if I was willing to take responsibility for the decision and the why, I would take it. I always tried to make sure in my own head, as I was deciding and taking in all the information, that what I was deciding was in good faith the best decision. And most decisions aren't that life-changing or business-changing, but there are those that are crossroad decisions, or are heavy decisions that can go wrong either way. Which scenario would you rather deal with? They all come around every once in a while, and again, we are all here doing the best that we can. We're only in control of so much, and we can only do what our experience has told us to do or not do, and what others have told us as far as any facts and figures that might be relevant. And the more you make certain types of decisions, I think the easier it is to get more comfortable in that role of making decisions and taking responsibility for them, even if they don't go well. When I lack experience, it is harder to stay calm, stay cool, stay collected, because I feel like I need to be doing something better in this meeting. This is a new job, this is a new thing for me, I want to do really well. A lot of people who have a lot of experience in things and have done things multiple times, they can make a decision quicker because they've been there before. That's what experience does for you. When we're talking about people who have more experience in whatever it is you're trying to do yourself, it isn't really fair to yourself to compare yourself with those people. You have to put in the time. There's no way around it. You have to put in the time. You have to go through the different things, the different scenarios, the different problems, the different solutions. You have to go through things that work and don't work before you can gain wisdom in any particular area. But you're going to have to make mistakes first. And that is really, really hard for me. I don't know about you, but I just assume skip the mistakes and go straight for the good decisions. Go straight for the wisdom. But there's no shortcut to wisdom. You have to live it. You have to experience it. And you can borrow it as well from other people if you're willing to listen to them. But there's nothing like knowing it in your body, knowing it inside of you, inside your brain, inside of here, because you know it then. You know why at your core, because you've been there and you've done that. If you're still learning, give yourself a break, take the pressure off, and put in the time to learn. And you will get there. You will gain the wisdom. And the mistakes, you'll make it through them. They'll be difficult to go through. You'll hate it. But you'll learn. And it won't happen again. That is all I have. Keep learning. Keep going. I will see you next time.